Oh, yeah, this next one's good, man.
Yeah? Okay.
This again shows you the unaccountability that women have in life. This video says everything you need to know about women right here. Play the clip.
Just be honest with me. I don't want to hear the excuses because it's already said and done. I'm gonna take my stuff and just go about my business. I just want to know why. What made you really? What do you mean? What I'm leaving for?
I told you I didn't mean like it. It wasn't supposed to go like that.
What you mean it wasn't supposed to go like that? You opened your legs for another man. We've been in a relationship for like how much years? 4 or 5 years?
No, I told you I was ovulating and I was getting you like are never around. You're always working.
You were ovulating, so you were getting close to your period, so you go fuck another man? Are you crazy? That's even worse.
She belongs to the streets. A woman's body, like I have needs.
Stop it right there.
Okay, you have needs.
Has needs. You hear that? This is how she feels. She has needs. She was ovulating. All this garbage. They will fucking justify their actions any fucking way possible. And if you look at her, you're like, oh, well, that's just some hoe. No, bro. This is 80% of women in America today. 80% of women today are just like this. Fresh, did I tell any lies?
No. You know the worst part about this, though, is that her actual mindset is, hey, put it on my cycle. Not my mind, not what I actually thought in my head, premeditated. It was like, no, put it on my cycle. That's not my wrongdoing. This is why nowadays, especially, bro, you can't trust what they say for the most part, because what happens is it'll change from I love you to I hate you instantly. And it's all because they feel like it's better for them at that point in time. So at the point in time you meet a woman, bro, and she's happy, when she's mad, it's not the same person. So
when women get caught cheating, they always dig the hole deeper too, because if she's blaming it on the cycle, you have to wonder, shit comes once a month. So what happens to him?
Once a month. There you go, bro.
What happens every month, bro? The cycle comes. So it's
and again, she is justifying it, trying to blame the man for her opening legs to another man. And again, this is another example of why the 19th Amendment needs to be repealed. They make emotionally based decisions. And right now, you broads are watching this and you're getting mad at me. Oh, fuck Garry, fuck him. He's a fucking male chauvinist pig. Well, you know what? Fuck you. Because this is what it is every single time. You should have no adult voting rights whatsoever. Go in the kitchen, make me a sandwich, and shut the fuck up. And if you want to make some money through stocks, do that. If you want to make some money legitimately, do that. But at the end of the day, raise a fucking family. I don't give a fuck how much money you have in your bank account. I care how many kids you have. And making sure they were not, with 3 different men. Shout out to Andrew Wilson.
You know the worst part as well about this is that the guy was working. Okay, just keeping it real.
Providing for her.
I'm gonna leave. I'm not recording shit. It's over with. But he was working while she did this shit. They don't appreciate shit, bro. They don't appreciate how hard you work, when you work. It's all about what they want.
Their needs.
It's fucked up, man.
All right, let's watch this last one. This is the most disgusting video out of all of them.
I've seen
this one coming up right now. Now, we just witnessed a hoe justifying opening her legs because another man wasn't paying attention. This right here is criminal. And women who do this to men, they need capital punishment. Play the tape.
Mr. Monzel, in your lie detector test, you were asked, did you have any sexual contact with any of your 3 daughters? You said no. And the lie detector said there was no deception.
Yes, they got it.
How does that feel for you? And that your daughters know it.
All right, stop the tape right here.
They always did.
This man was accused by his ex-wife, I'm assuming, that he was molesting his daughters. His daughters believed that. He went to prison for that shit. And now his daughters are back there understanding that a woman lied about their father, and they're finally rebuilding a relationship with their father. Think about all the trauma these women went throughout their lives because they didn't have a fucking father around, because they were lied to it by a fucking woman.
Damn.
Keep playing the tape.
How dare you?
You felt they always did know it and didn't speak it because
They didn't know no better. They wasn't told no different.
Evil.
Miss Yvonne took a lie detector test and said, did you make up or exaggerate any stories with the intention to harm Monzel? She responded no, and the answer was deceptive.
Why does this have to be done here? Why is this being done
Then-
in front of cameras?
He asked you, did you say something to the effect of, I'm going to make sure you're never happy again? She responded no, and the answer was deceptive.
Lying bitch.
Nope.
So, Miss Yvonne has acknowledged that her story about you touching your children in a sexual way was not true.
Stop it right there.
So, Miss Yvonne, is anything...
If this was me, if that was me, I get up right there and I fucking go to jail for real shit this time. Okay? I go to jail for real shit. That bitch
He's a comedian.
fucking destroyed his fucking life. She destroyed her family's life. Her fucking kids suffered. Her grandkids suffered. All because this bitch fucking lied. Where the fucking guillotines at?
It's crazy.
Listen, this is nothing more than a woman that is either spiteful or just hates him in general.
Yeah.
And again, like I said before, it starts with love at the very beginning, then turns to hate pretty quickly. So this example here is an extreme, of course, because he went to jail, bro. It's fucked up as hell.
It says a lot about women too. Instead of just being real, bro, and admitting that she lied on the man's, her last resort is to get a lie detector test lie for her. Bro, that's cold. The man done lost everything and you still trying to deflect. I mean, look at the test. She lied to the test.
Yeah.
So what happens if the test said it was true? That dude still wouldn't get that clarity, bro. It's unreal. That even in her time of the lie detector test, she chose to lie.
But can you imagine how many other men out there are going through this shit without cameras being involved? Every single day, bro.
It's terrifying.
They need to make examples out of women like this publicly so women know they will be held accountable for fucking lying and destroying fucking families just because they're jealous or their fucking emotions made up in their legs. Fucking lying bitch.
That's crazy, bro.
Core activity.
And you wonder why there's a red pill movement. And you wonder why fucking men fucking think of women and talk about women the way like, look at this shit. You understand? This is a demon. This is a straight demon.
It is crazy, bro.
It's true. I like what he said. I remember in 2022, before I even met Fresh, Myron, anyone, a lot of people, they were criticizing Red Pill. And they like, oh, why is it so big? How is it growing? And I said, every action has a reaction. These women having OnlyFans, women having freedom, no accountability. Red Pill content wouldn't exist unless they did, because Red Pill content wouldn't have any audience in a time that people can't relate to the content they're talking about.
Yeah.
The only reason the audience exists is because they've been fucked over by so many women. You have to have a reaction to these actions. And Red Pill content is the reaction to women being whores and not being accountable and ruining lives.
Well, I'll say this as well. I think dating nowadays is cooked. Dating itself is nothing more than a meat market where meat is being sold for the highest bidder.
Yeah.
Now, look at the future. We got AI, sex robots, and pretty much OnlyFans on steroids. So I would argue nowadays your pool of women to choose from is very slim because either going to be OnlyFans, a full-on hoe, or a pretend hoe.
A lot of people can go for the sex robots, bro.
Yeah.
The sex robots are gonna fucking press charges on you. The sex robots are gonna fucking,
sad,
you're not gonna come home and find out she's pregnant by some other motherfucker. You
Or
know what I'm
talk
saying?
back to
They're
you.
not gonna start running their mouth. So I'm gonna tell you women out there, I'm gonna tell you something real honest. You're gonna be replaced. I know it's sick, and I know it's not in human nature's. It's not the best for humanity. It really is. But guess what? You fucking bitches are so out of fucking control that no one wants to deal with your ass. And I'm gonna tell you another thing. At some point, law and order is gonna break down, and when that happens, the protection that us men afford you women will be gone. And then it goes back to what the Russians said when they invaded Germany. 80-80. and you guys can figure out what that means yourself.
Uh-oh.